joined by Geoff Simmons from the City of Pleasant Hill, Chief Building Official, and also an experienced user of not only CodeCycle, but here to share with us experience with contributing to the development of the SolarApp, which is a unique opportunity for potentially scaling up similar approaches like what we heard about the custom software in place in San Jose. So without delay, Geoff, why don't you educate us about your work and what you've learned?
All right, so I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, you have an animation coming, I think. So it's
okay.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay, so I'm Geoff Simmons, Chief Building Official for City Pleasant Hill, and I've been here since last July. So I joined in the middle of the pandemic, and I've been involved with SolarApp for around 2 years. Prior to that, I was a part of the Sunshot competition, so I've kind of been around solar for a while. And I worked in the electrical field most of my adult life, so that's kind of the reason why I got involved in this. So basically what it does is this helps residential solar installations to go straight from a permit application to an inspection. The lead organization that put this together was NREL, the National Renewable Energy Lab, which is part of the Federal Energy Department. And what they did is they basically built this. Calling it an app is a little bit unfair. It's a kind of a complex program. But essentially what it does is it simulates plan review through entering technical data directly into the app. So if you imagine if you're doing a plan review of a residential solar installation, you typically start out at one end, go to the other. So you're starting at the panels, you're looking at the panels themselves, you know, the conduit sizes, the wire sizes, things of that nature. And so you're asking questions in your head, and then essentially you're looking at the plan and getting the answers. And so if all the answers are correct, then you're going to approve the plan. So what this is doing is it's replacing the plan by the contractor having to enter all that technical information. So there was a lot of code professionals that were involved in doing this. So organizations like the International Code Council, the International Association of Electrical Inspectors, the NFPA, and UL all came together to work on this project. So participating jurisdictional partners started testing it about a year-ish ago. And then we went live in Pleasant Hill. Sorry, you've got a couple. So City of Modesto, City of Tucson, and City of Oceanside are 3 cities that have been working on it. City of Pleasant Hill issued the first real SolarApp permit where payments were made on election day of 2020. And it's due to go live across the nation at the end of this month. So the way that it works is there's 2 basic ways to connect with SolarApp. The way that the first way is to use it via your existing permitting system. And so this would mean that the contractor would have to interact through not only through the app, but would then have to enter that information into the jurisdiction's permitting system. And so currently, a couple of the larger companies, Acceler, Energov, and Trackit, are working on that. They're actually trying to integrate the 2. So you'll see there's kind of a gap between the SolarApp on this one and the AHJs. So basically in this one, the information is first entered into SolarApp, and then the contractor has to go in and through the online portal that the city has, they'll be able to enter the SolarApp number into that system and then get their permit. We in Pleasant Hill are not connected, so we chose the second method, which is kind of a disconnected system. So in this one, the contractor uses the app and then basically goes through, answers all the questions. If he's successful and they want to make a payment and make this an actual project, then what happens is money is transferred via SolarApp through a payment method into the city's finances. And then about a minute later, a quote permit is issued. So SolarApp issues the permit to the contractor and then also to the jurisdiction. And then what happens is we follow up with manual entry into our system just to match the two up because we're not connected. So we're actually, what's the benefit of using SolarApp? So inspection wise, it's been about the same, um, permit entry. We're not gaining anything because we're currently manually entering that, but you would if you chose method one, you'd gain some time there. But what we are gaining is there's no plan review because every SolarApp approved project is an approved project because it's gone through the process. So what gets sent to the jurisdictions is a job card. So it's two documents. There's a 2-page job card. So this looks like it's official, comes from City of Pleasant Hill. It actually came from SolarApp. And then there's places on there for the inspector to sign off. And then secondly, on the there's a second document that consists of about 22, 23 pages. The first 2 pages are a checklist for the inspectors. So it's just kind of highlights things to look for. It's not meant to be, go down line by line to answer every single question. It's just more of an overview for the inspector. And then if the inspector wants to do that deeper dive, there's the additional 20 pages where there's a lot of technical information, basically all the information that the contractor had to enter in to get to this successful conclusion of getting the getting this permit issued. And with that, that's my explanation of it, how it works.